summer. And we're gonna start with, we need someone to make a motion for a new sergeant at arms. And I will explain this as soon as we start the meeting, what it happens.
Nominate Gino.
I have a Gino, anybody second?
I second.
All right. I need a motion for a new recording secretary. I have a motion. I need a second. Okay. Congratulations, Donna. Congratulations, Luigi. That's what I said. Oh, Diana, not Diana. What do you like to be called?
Not early in the morning.
Okay.
There you go.
You don't have to lean into the mic. Just talk. Just talk.
Tommy, you have your roster?
We're good. Yes.
Sit straight. You don't need to lean.
You
Okay.
can just sit there and talk.
All right. Oh, you know, listen, one thing. The gavel. Please rise. Our introduction of guests tonight is our past national president, Mr. Ralph Contini, standing here. We were supposed to induct the Honorable Mayor Michael Melham. Unfortunately, he got called away, and him and Mark McKeady are somewhere saving Belleville right now. So, but he called, he let me know he will be here for October's meeting. And another guest, we have Mr. Don Taylor for the first time. Stand up, Don. Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Basically just an ordinary guy. Basically works in a warehouse, get more different organizations that work more with it, you know what I mean? And I had last year, you know, I recovered, I was out of work for 3 months, but got back.
Welcome, Tommy or Diana, which one's going to make?
I'm going to read them. You're going to write them. Okay, good.
Go ahead.
Brian Vanda. Brian Sal Barbera.
He's excused.
Joseph Felnome.
He's excused.
Michelle Borges. Michelle? No. Michelle Borges. Borges. Peter Cacciano.
Present.
Patricia.
Yeah.
Giuseppina Caruso. Donna Completano. Angelo Carino. Vincent Cosarelli. Thomas Crocco. Bill Cuzzy. Yep. Carmel.
Carmel DeMarzo is excused, sick.
Allison Di Pascal. Cookie. I just have Cookie.
No,
Not here yet.
not here. That's Carmel's friend.
Yep. Michael Darrow.
Here.
Al Dorso. John Esposito.
Here.
Anna Galante.
Here.
Michael Garamella. Joseph Gencarelli.
Here.
Nicole Gibbons. Adele Jaiman. Todd Ganella. Diana. Yep. Eleanor Garino. No. Sharazaccia Hernandez. I don't know if I got that right. Christine Lamparello. Barbara Lozao. Lozao. Not here.
But I don't know if she's
Okay.
coming.
Joyce Melham.
Here.
Pasquale Miola.
Yeah.
All right. That's right there. Maria Miola.
Excuse.
Tony Pasquale.
Excuse.
Luigi Perry.
Excuse.
Michael Perrone.
He'll be here late.
Joy Peskatowski. Judy, I'm sorry. Georgianne. Lady, she's here. Tamara Rinaldi. Lois Rinaldi. Barton Rizzoli.
Here.
Marie Joyce Rizzoli.
Here.
Vincenzo Rotunda. Oh, thanks. Stephen Ravel. Anthony Sessa.
Here.
John Sinico. Me, Tommy Stigliano. Luigi Topiano.
Here.
All right. Maria Antonia Tulipani, Gerard Verico, Stephen Zerpol. Yeah, we got to fix these names up here. Patricia Zerganeski. I got it. There you go. That's it. That's all I have, Pete. So
Did we miss anybody?
if we missed anybody, we got to put it in. We're good.
All right.
There we go. You got it now. We're good.
We're going to give a quick reading of the past minutes from June. Yes. Okay. Our last meeting was June 3rd, 2025. We inducted Roseanne Glazier. Treasurer's report was read by Trish. We had paid our insurance of $591.70. We put a deposit on the Roger Caruso plaque of $100. The motions were made by Pat and Judy. Our scholarships were given out that night to the new students. The UNICO scholarship went to Dominic Campanelli for the UNICO for $1,000. And for the Roger Caruso scholarship was Anthony Gianta, and he had $1,000 also. Federation news, they had their scholarship night June 24th at Rivello's. They also had, it was June 4th, the Italian Irish night at Michael's Roscommon House. That was also Trisha's birthday, and we all had a wonderful time there. Having a bus trip for a fundraiser for the Italian police, they had that on the July 27th. And we had we voted to have our Nutley picnic. That's the Federation. Their Nutley picnic at Via Veneto. Thank you. And the National Convention that was held from July 30th to August 3rd at Fort Lauderdale. Motion to end the meeting was by Joe and second by Judy. Was that quick enough? All right. Before we start, I want to thank the chapter for allowing Trish and myself to go down to the National Convention. It was very rewarding, very knowledgeable. I don't want you to think that we were just down there like lying in the sun. It's a lot of sessions during the day.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
But I do thank you for that honor of going down and representing Belleville. On that note, we also got our Chapter Achievement Award 2 years in a row. And we got another achievement patch, as you can see. It's the first time in Belleville history that we have our patches now. I want this banner filled up. Okay. All right, I need a motion that I read the past minutes, please.
Motion.
I've already got Joyce and second. Everybody, Judy. Thank you. Induction of the new members. Unfortunately, the mayor could not make it, so we'll do that in October. On to the treasurer's report, Trish. Donna. Okay. Well, we wrote a lot of checks out, so that means we got to make a lot more money this year.
This is a savings.
Before I move on, I got my notes. Now, is everyone that's here, are you getting your ComUnico? If you're not, let me know. If you noticed the last issue, we had a full page of pictures put in. You noticed? And I'm missing it. If you're not getting the Italian Tribune, I would recommend you get it this week, because we had some pictures taken in front of the Columbus statue. Past National President Ralph was there. That was for our picnic/baseball game. Whoever went, I think we had a wonderful time. And I would like to do that again. Al Dorso was an excellent host.
Very good.
And we also met Jack Tittarelli. And these are leftover towels that were from the game. If anybody wants one, it's from Al's team. Here we go. I bought it. So if anybody wants a towel, come up and get it. All right.
And my cousins that were here from Ireland, they came
Oh,
with us
yeah,
too.
yeah.
I was the first time that they were at a baseball game. And they went back to Ireland with a lot of stories about Ireland. Oh, they had
Tribune, and you will see some nice shots in there. Before I go on, I want to explain about that St. Lucy's check. I made an audible. I did this on my own. Anthony Sether, where are you? Okay, Anthony gave me a call. I would like for him to explain about what this check was about and why I had did it.
Sure, thank you, Pete. So basically, I think many of you know from past comments and past meetings, I'm part of the feast committee down at St. Lucy's for the annual Feast of St. Gerard, and long-standing tradition. We're coming up on the 126th annual feast this coming October 16th to the 19th. It's a Thursday, it's a Sunday out at St. Lucy's, and over the last couple of years, we've kind of enhanced our efforts in trying to defray a lot of the underlying costs of running the feast, by through sponsorships. And so I have reached out to Pete to, express the idea that I thought it'd be a great, thing for Belleville UNICO, especially from a marketing and public relations standpoint, to sponsor, this great Italian, tradition, this great legendary feast, get our name out there with it, and there was 3 different levels of sponsorship that we're offering, and the middle one is the silver sponsorship of the 500. It's going to entail exposure on social media, on all the St. Gerard sponsor signs, letter,
And up on the bandstand too, right?
Yeah, that's what I was just going to mention. There's going to be during the feast. There's going to be a monitor that's going to have a constant running loop of all the sponsors, and we'll be flashed in there on our logo. So I think it's a wonderful thing to have Belleville UNICO, become a part of that great tradition. And I think for us as an organization, it gets us more visibility, more exposure. So it's a win-win across the board as far as I'm concerned, and I appreciate Pete's help. I thank the entire organization for hopefully everyone is supportive of the decision that he made. And I didn't mean to put him on the spot or anything. It just there was a deadline that there was a deadline in place, and
No, well, again, Anthony, thank you for that. And again, I made the audible. If I'm wrong, hang me outside on that tree. But I think most of the people here have been to the St. Gerard feast, and it's a big feast. Everyone goes back down to. So let's see.
a little funny story real quick.
You were named after the feast.
Okay. Well, again, congratulations to everyone in our chapter for getting that we worked hard for this award and for all the donations that we had made. Now, moving on to the Federation nude, Pasquale Miola.
Thank you, Peter.
Hold on.
UNICO scholarship, can we back up one?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Judy. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Judy has something to read.
We got a thank you letter from Dominic Capoletti. He's one of our recipients. I am writing to express my sincere gratitude for awarding me the UNICO 2025 scholarship. I'm truly honored to have been selected as the recipient and appreciate your generosity. I will be attending NJIT in the fall for mechanical engineering, and this scholarship will help cover costs of my education. Thanks to your support, I am one step closer to achieving my academic and professional goals. And he states in here again, if he would like to commit himself to making the most of this opportunity and hope one day to give back to a student in need. Thank you once again for your generosity and belief in me. Dominic Capoletti.
Very nice. Very nice. I think the scholarship committee did a good job picking him. I really do. Trish, did a good job. John, everyone else who was on it. Speaking of thank yous, Well, this is reward. John, would you like to say something now? Yeah, sure.
You don't need
Yeah,
to.
go ahead.
Some of you might remember you sponsored our softball team. Every other year, there's this thing called the Senior Olympics. About 12,000 people went to Des Moines, Iowa, in the end of July and beginning of August, and we were in that group, in that number. And I have a 70-year-old softball team, and I'm the captain, and I ran the team, and UNICO sponsored us, and I just want to say thank you. I have the medals. I also participated in another team. We came in third, they came in first, so I have 2 medals, and I don't care if you want to see it. I wanted to thank Pete in a special way. This is the jerseys that we have. We are. And I got okay because Tony Valley is a good friend of ours, so she said it's okay as long as I didn't tell her father it was okay. But this is for Pete, and being a sponsor, we had Unico put on the.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I can wear that too.
Yes.
Get a picture.
Come on. You got like judge, right? Here, hold this.
Hold it up here.
Very good.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I also want to thank Steve Zapoli. Steve also contributed to us, knowing a lot of other people did. Thank you. Thank you.
I feel like George Steinbrenner. Okay, Federation News, Pat Miola.
All right. Federation news. We have a couple things coming up. As everybody knows, October is going to be right around the corner, and that's one of our biggest months. So for September, we just have a meeting scheduled the fourth Tuesday of this month coming up. But the most important thing that I'd like to express is that our next month, October, is Columbus Day. So the first Monday, the second Monday will be the parade in New York, as everybody knows. But the Sunday before that will be the parade over here in Belleville and Nutley. So we have a flag raising ceremony, okay, in the front of Belleville Town Hall at 9 o'clock. We are sponsoring 4 Carabinieri that we bring it from Italy this year also. So hopefully they will be with us. And I would like, to have as much showing as possible and have much support. Not only for the Federation, but for ourselves for Columbus Day. We have to show unity. The more people we have to turn out, the better it is for us. So we had the flag raising ceremony 9 o'clock. I don't want to take too much time. There's a lot of stuff going on that time. That day. That's the October 12th. Okay. Then 11 o'clock, there's another flag raising ceremony in Nutley. And 1:30 is kickoff for the parade. The parade route, it starts in front of Belleville High School and it ends in the front of Nutley High School. Okay. So many people, it's possible you come out and come to the parade and come to the flag raising ceremony. I know it's 9 o'clock early in the morning, but if you can make it, it'll be greatly appreciated. And also, if anyone is here that has an old vehicle or a Fiat or any source of antique vehicle and like to put them in the parade, please let me know. We welcome any kind of representation, old vehicle, old cars. And also, I'm pretty sure that Peter will put in a Unico.
We will
Vehicle?
either, as we did the past 2 years, my pickup truck, we with Mike Perone, we decorated it, and we had people sitting in the back, and we had bubbles blowing out, and Luigi or Super Mario, and people walking in front and in back. We had the banner, so
So those of you
The
that
Belleville
like to
UNICO
walk
will be
and want to walk, you can walk the parade route. It's not that far. It doesn't go that fast. So it's easy. It's an easy walk. If you're not, you could bring a vehicle, not only peace truck, but you could bring your own vehicle also. And the only thing you will have to put something like in a way saying that, you know, Belleville UNICO, whoever you represent, salutes Columbus. You have to say something about Columbus on the sign on your car. Okay, so
I have a 1990 Cadillac convertible.
Absolutely.
It's
Very
red,
good.
so
yes,
That's nice.
it's getting it going now. So if we're all set, we'll have it there with the Unico thing on it. So.
very good. Thank you. Also, one other thing I want to mention real quick. We have a lot of stuff going on in that week that we're there. That the Carabinieri, the cops are here for the entire week. We have a lot of different things going on. They come in on the 10th. You know, the next day is that Friday. The next day is a Saturday. Saturday morning, they go to the radio station, the ICN radio, and in the evening there is a mass over here in the Holy Family Church. Okay, for all the honoree mass. So it'll be nice for a lot of people to show up and give us support, not only for the parade and the honoree for the parade, but you know also for the cops, for the carabinieri, and everybody, for the whole community. That's in the evening. Okay. Then we have something set up for Ravello, the last night that they're here. That's on Friday night, which will give us some more information probably that day. That will be a celebration that we're gonna have a DJ and everything else at Ravello. That's for the 17th. And they're leaving on the 18th, so they're here that whole entire week. One other date I'd like to mention before we go any further, we have scheduled something else as a fundraiser for the Carabinieri, because we are we are kind of running out of asking people for donation, and it's not working out. There's so many things going on that people kind of tight to give out donation. But we want trying to find a way to raise money in different ways. So we came up with an idea to have a cigar night. Okay. So if anybody's interested, that date is scheduled for November 13th. I'll mention it again another time, but you can mark it on your calendar if you want. It's going to be at Calandra Village in Montclair on Bloomfield Avenue there. Okay. So, Caldwell. It's on Bloomfield Avenue, but it's Caldwell. But the cost is going to be about $110. They got food, open bars, we got cigar, and music, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So those of you that are interested, you'll hear more about it. Okay. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you. And on that note too, I want to congratulate Christine for Belleville Woman of the Year.
Yes, Christine.
And our own Steve Revelle for Lifetime Achievement Award. So let's congratulate him as well. So we have two of the Belleville units getting on this year. Before I turn this over to Ralph, just the Sparta chapter, we're going into national programs for UNICO. Sparta chapter is hosting their annual golf outing October 6th at Lake Mohawk. And our district meeting is September 18th, hosted by the Sparta chapter. This year, we are going to host a district meeting as well. So I'm just letting you know, heads up. I think the best place for us to have it would be at probably the Chandelier or Bricks. I think Bricks is nice, or whoever can give us the better deal. All right, but that's all 10 chapters within our district come down, and we meet and talk about what's going on within the district. And on that note, oh, and one more thing. For the fundraiser for next year, I want to put in the budget. I want us to put an actual float in. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough money allocated for our budget this year. It cost about $3,000 to put a float in. Am I correct?
Yes.
So
Right.
if we get a large enough float, all of us can go on it, wave to everybody as we're going on. So I want to have one good fundraiser. What? It's the Belleville Nutley Parade. Yes. So this year, that's going to be one of the goals that I would like for us to achieve. And on that note, Mr. Ralph Contini, past PNP.
Well, thank you, Peter, and it's always great to return to Belleville. Over the last 2 years, this is my 6th time here in Belleville, which included the 2 ALS walks. And it was great to see a lot of you at the picnic up at the stadium where Al Dursa was a great host. And we had the opportunity to rub elbows with one of the candidates who's running for governor, a proud Italian American. We're not supposed to endorse people, but whenever there's an Italian American, I have a tendency to lean in that direction. Well, I want to thank Peter and the chapter for once again inviting me tonight. Unfortunately, as it was already stated, I was looking forward to conducting the mayor, but due to his other commitments. But the good news is that his application is in, right? And he is a member. He will be a member. And the police chief, too?
It looks very, very good. Because
Promising?
I had spoke with him,
Okay.
and
All right.
for October, I had mentioned to him, and he said it looks good.
Well, that's great news. Anytime you get 2 of the highest officials in your town to believe their belief and believe in the work that goes on in the community, UNICO, Belleville UNICO chapter, that's a testament to what you guys do individually for these people to get involved. Sometimes people don't want to get involved in situations where they're not so sure for obvious reasons, but because what you guys do and your reputation and the hard work you put into your community, these people are part of you. So they should tell you something. So please go back to the mayor, tell him I give him my best regards, and we're very proud of him. He's probably I had my mayor of Hackensack. He was a member of my chapter in Hackensack. The current mayor will not be a member of my Hackensack chapter because he's not even close to being Italian. Even if I stretched out the DNA, there's nothing there. So, but anyway, anytime you have, I would tend to say that there's got to be maybe a handful of mayors in the chapters throughout the country, and you guys are probably one of 10. I want to guess, maybe one of 10 that have a mayor. So that's quite an accomplishment. Earlier was talked about the St. Gerard feast, and Gerard, I said it under my breath. Maybe you didn't hear me. That you grew up there, and perhaps you were named because of Gerard, correct? Potentially, right? And it's great exposure. That $500 is a great investment. We find that this past weekend I was in Scranton. Scranton has one of the largest Italian festas, La Festa Italiana in Scranton, anywhere in the country. I was there for 2 days, and they have a tent. They have an Italian heritage tent that they highlight personalities and throughout history. And I had the honor of being one of the videos. And then the Scranton chapter has a porchetta stand. Those of you that may know the porchetta sandwich. Well, anyway, if you go on my Facebook page, you can see there's a video taken of me by the company that makes the rolls. Because you got to have the roll, you got to put the sandwich in the porchetta. So I happened to be there because over the years, I've gotten so close with them. I always put in a shift at the stand. Last year was 100 degrees under the tent. This year I was lucky; it was only 80-something degrees under the tent. But anyway, the bread company comes around, and I happen to be there. And can we video? Sure. We had one of the other members. He was stuffing the porchetta, and then he passed it. I was wrapping, so he said, "Not anything for the bread company on a roll." And then the woman says, "Poppy roll," and then he puts it down to me, and I said something to the effect, what the heck did I say? I freeze now, but at the time when the camera was in front of my face, I said something good. Happily wrapped by past national president Unico with love, and I showed the world's best porchetta. So if you go to my Facebook page, you can see that.
Did they sell out again this year?
They sold out. I left before. I left before though. Okay. Well, once again, you're attracting members, as I mentioned to you before. As you know, when I was national president, was one of the biggest things that I believed in to get members to join your chapter, because there is in numbers there is strength, but then it's also quality.
You had that contest.
Yeah, we had the contest. We had the contest going. You talked about your patches. I have one particular patch which I will make a presentation towards the end. But I also want to talk about. You said something to Carabinieri, right?
Yes.
Are they busy at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning? Are they go? When are they going to
Saturday morning, we're going to the radio station.
I know what time.
9 o'clock.
Oh, you know, because we have 10 o'clock. We have our Columbus ceremony in Hackensack. We have perhaps one of the biggest parks, the biggest statue
on Saturday.
Yeah, we have it on Saturday. So that, but anyway, yeah, everybody's welcome. Okay, I'm also the Columbus Day chairman for UNICO National. As you know, Columbus Day is not just about a parade, but it's up to us to always keep Columbus in mind, and we need to celebrate Columbus every day. It's not just about one day. It's not just a date on the calendar. It's a very important day in the history of our country. And as you know, over the years, we have fought them off. You know who them are. They want to take things down. They wanted to erase it. But I have a feeling we're on the right track now. We're definitely on the right track. And I'm going to say this. Whenever you have presidential power behind something, it means a hell of a lot. As you know, perhaps there is a new sheriff in town. If you take a statue down, 10-year mandatory sentence. That's what they're looking in federally to do. Okay, so that was never enforced before, but now there is power of the presidency behind Columbus. October 13th. Let me retrace my steps. First of all, the Nutley Belleville Parade is a large part of what UNICO participates in at the local level, as well as the national level. I consider it a regional parade. We will have two of our vice presidents coming to Nutley Belleville. We'll have our new second vice president from Florida. You'll meet Frank Luray. He's coming to the Nutley Belleville Parade. And we also have in Connecticut, the next president of UNICO next year, Brian Guarco. He's coming down from Connecticut to come to your parade. So UNICO National will be very well represented there. The next day, October 13th, as you know, that is the flagship national parade for Columbus Day, the largest gathering of Italian Americans to celebrate Columbus anywhere in the world. That is the largest celebration of Columbus Day anywhere in the world. We will be in New York City. My day will start 9 o'clock in the morning. I will be going to the Mass. Cardinal Dolan is a personal friend. He provides tickets for myself and some VIPs. So we go to Mass, and then we go to the parade, and we hope to have you. We're inviting you. You've never been to Columbus.
I did, remember?
Yeah, you were.
I had sat on the float.
You're on the float, right. But anybody else who wants to come, bring this banner, march with this banner proudly. I'm sure you're going to do this for the Nutley Belleville Parade. You're going to have the banner, right? You're going to march, right? So anytime you do something, this is the banner. This is what people look at. This is what people respect as well as what you guys do. But when they see UNICO, they see this. It's just like when the national anthem goes off, right? Or when the Italian national anthem goes off, we get that feeling, right?
Yeah.
Anyway. Couple other things.
I have a question while you get off.
Yeah, sure.
Columbus. Does the national have already a float that's from UNICO?
Well, National does not own a float.
Oh.
You can do the same thing National does. You can rent a float, and the price, I can probably get you a break because I've been with the Bond Float Company for a number of years. Prices vary. It could be $2,000, it could be $3,000. Depends who puts the package together. So you need to put it in your budget first. Our budgets are set a year in advance, and we contract the float for the Sunday. We contract our float package in New York City because in order to get into New York City,
does the National help out? National help out?
National doesn't help out. You need to raise the money. We got to raise the money. Okay. Listen, if I'm chairman again next year, maybe I can find a little something. Okay, I can find a little something for you guys, but it's not going to be something big. It's gonna be something
You don't tell
small.
nobody.
Okay.
So we can walk in this. We can walk.
Absolutely.
with this.
Absolutely. You bring that to New York, I'll put you in the spot. You march with us. There'll be 300 other Unicans there, okay, along with the Unico float. And our national president, I might as well get into the convention a little bit now. Peter and Trish, thank you for coming to the national convention. As chairman, I couldn't be prouder to have you guys down here, knowing that you came not only to represent Belleville, but because of our friendship, because of, first of all, this guy is unstoppable. You can't stop this guy. You're a true miracle worker. You really are. Not only have you bounced back from surgery, but you also went above and beyond to come to that convention. It wasn't easy to get down there, and you did. And a lot of people appreciated what you did. And may God bless you and continue to bless you, because you know how I feel about that. There is a spirit, and we believe in faith, right? We believe in our faith. So, Trish, thank you for bringing them down there. Yeah, well, and the other thing, we happened to be in the pool, and I said to this guy, this is probably the best thing for you. You should train in the pool. You should walk in the pool. And now he tells me that they wanted to do that in the pool.
Yeah, for aquatherapy.
Exactly. So it started in the pool in Florida. Okay. Anyway, let me talk about the convention a little bit. Our national president is currently Joseph Nasello. He's from the Saddlebrook chapter. I'm sure if you invite him, he'll come to one of your events or one of your meetings. Talk to you about a couple of things that I know you sponsored an amendment. Three amendments were sponsored. Unfortunately, the amendment which was sponsored did not pass. The second amendment, the Amici amendment, that also didn't pass. The one amendment was pretty much a technical amendment that did pass, and it's going to deal with Unico, ComUnico, which will be now done internally. There's no more outside editor, or appointed editor. It will be done inside within Unico. Next year's convention will be in Orlando at the JW Marriott in Orlando. You'll start getting information. When I was national president, I thought I was done. Finished my year and I'm done. But then they pulled me back in. So last year they asked me to be convention chairman, which was a big job. And I'll never forget the Wednesday night after the icebreaker, when everybody went to sleep, I had to convert that room from being a meeting room, from having a party, right, to a meeting room. I was up in that room until 1:30 a.m. to guide people, to make sure that they did everything right, because the next morning had to be set up where it needed to be set up. So I put my head on the pillow at 2:15, and I had to get up at 6. And in between, I never even slept. Okay, so over $100,000 was raised at the convention. 105,000 to be exact, and a lot of that money was scholarship, cancer research, Cooley's anemia, and a new charity which I'm very proud of. When I was national president a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I started Alzheimer's research. Unfortunately, Alzheimer's research is something that many of us can touch. And I'll tell you how. Many of us have loved ones that we know. We have loved ones that we hug. We have loved ones that are cared for. And it's near and dear to my heart. I started the charity when I was national president. Now we took it another step. It has a separate fund for Alzheimer's research. So if you donate earmarked for Alzheimer's research. The Unico Foundation earmarked for Alzheimer's research. And I'm in contact with probably one of the preeminent Alzheimer's researchers in the country. His name is Dr. Domenico Pratico. He's from Temple University, the Alzheimer's Center at Temple University. I had him as a speaker when I was president in Atlantic City, at the board meeting in Atlantic City, and I'm going to bring him back to speak again, possibly at the Eastern Regional meeting of UNICO. There'll be an announcement on that. Most likely could be November 15th. The national president has to set the date. It's running a little later than normal. By this time, we kind of know. What do you have? Well, there's a change.
To change that?
There could be a change. So right now it's up in the air. It's not firm 8th. They're talking about the 8th or the 15th. So you'll get final information.
And tell them
on that.
where though. So
It'll be local. It'll be in Fairfield,
That's-
somewhere in Fairfield or somewhere in Parsippany. They're looking to have it locally. I'm looking forward to attending your ALS walk because that's your charity. That's a great charity that you support. And in your future budgets, if you have any room for it, consider Alzheimer's research so you can come to the convention, next year's convention, and hopefully make a donation towards that. So at this time, I guess I'd like to make this presentation as the treasurer reported already. The chapter made a presentation for $500 towards Columbus Day, and we have a patch, Columbus Day patch. So I'd like to ask Peter to please stand so I can present this to you. Okay.
oh, this is for the chapter.
This
No,
is for the chapter. This is for the chapter.
everybody here. Come here, Pat. Come here.
And then I'll tell you,
Nice.
So for those of you that saw the patch, that nice patch, I'm a little bit partial because he sailed on an ocean. So when I designed this, I said Columbus, ocean blue. Okay, so that was the design that I created. Now it's going to be placed right about where the N is, right about here somewhere.
Does it go on top or the
Yeah,
bottom?
No, it's going to go on top.
Top?
Right about there. Okay.
Let me explain.
Put it back here so I can take a picture so when I put it on, I'm the one who saws it all on.
Let me explain something. All these patches, they just don't get thrown up there. Unico has it designated each patch in a certain spot. And Trish, right? I had her measure 3/4 of an inch. It's got to be certain away.
We put this on last night. Yeah, I already put it on. I even moved it.
Thank you.
Very nice. Congratulations. Very nice.
Any questions about anything I talked about? All right. Nice to be here. Okay.
Thank you, Ralph. It's always a pleasure to have you here.
My pleasure.
Well, you know, he's also my friend, but he's also my mentor as well. So I need a motion that I want to include to have a fundraiser so we can save up for a float for next year. Would someone make a motion?
Yeah, we'll make a motion.
Donna?
But we all have to dress up, right?
Well, that would be nice.
Dress up and
Mike Carlos is Uber with that, so.
Oh, he's the best. He is the best. He's the best. He's the one who decorates my truck each year.
just hook up a trailer to the back of the truck.
Yeah, but the thing is, we need a trailer. All right. National programs, that's it. Nashville. All
Nobody
right.
second that?
Yeah, I had
Okay.
Judy and Donna there. New business. Congratulations to Christine again. Congratulations to Steve. We had our August 16th picnic hosted by Al Dorso, looking the Entertain Tribune. And that's what I got for new business. Then for corresponding secretary, our new corresponding secretary is Diana. No, I'm sorry. She's recording. Our corresponding secretary, Christine. I'm sorry. Your president's getting mixed up. Oh, so Christine, you want to go over the past birthdays and everything? And where we sent any gifts or flowers to?
This month, birthday to Maria Antonia, Allison, Aldorso, and Francesca. Okay, so the raffle licenses are done. We sent 2 Get Well plants to, I don't remember the name. We sent a Get Well gift to Carmel Garza, which Amazon just delivered an hour ago. And a donation to the Mental Health Association of New Jersey, and that was in Tony Pasquale's wife, for her. That's it.
Okay.
Very nice. And I think you sent something to my wife.
Yeah, how about the
Yeah.
plants?
I want to thank you for the plant that was sent to my wife, past national First Lady, Maria Rose Contini.
That was Hackensack?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I brought it to your house.
Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you, Christine.
The plant people were gonna charge us $25 for delivery, so.
Oh, thank you so much, Christine. Now, did you deliver the one to Nutley too? Danielle,
No, they delivered to there, because it was close by.
Danielle got in that car accident.
I know.
We sent the plant back to her as well. Yeah.
Deanna, can you acknowledge that in the minutes, please?
That's going to a woman of the year.
Diana.
Please acknowledge that the past national President Contini, past national First Lady Maria Rose Contini thanked the Belleville chapter for the plant that was brought to her.
His wife just had a hip replacement done, and Marie Rose is a lovely, lovely woman. So
Pete, do we send anything to Joe Nasello or Bart or?
Joe Nasello, not that I know of, Ralph, is that protocol?
I'm sorry.
We had sent it to Danielle.
Danielle, yeah, for sure.
I sent the plant to her, and she called up and thanked us also. And I also told her at the next meeting to endorse our ALS walk, and she promised me that she would. All right.
And I got a card for my mother dying. I don't know who it came from. Thank you.
Christine does a fabulous job for us.
Very sorry for your loss. Yes.
That's the right time.
Coming up events, the ALS walk. Steve, I'm going to go first, and then you can close it off, okay? We went to Hendricks Field, and they're donating a golf cart to us for that day. And we have to be there at 6:30 in the morning to pick it up. Reached out to Mark Menichini, the police chief. I asked him if he could give us an escort, because God forbid if we're driving that thing and someone hits us. So he's going to have a police car follow us in the back, so until we get here. So that's a plus.
John is volunteered to drive that.
Oh, really, John? You are? Okay, thank you, John.
6:30.
All right. Thank you. And the raffle tickets, Joyce has, just so everybody knows, our committee chairwoman for all raffles is Joyce Melham and Christine Lapinello. They do an outstanding job with the light. Believe it or not, this is a lot of work, getting the licenses, turning it in. So they are the official. So we have the raffle tickets, and Joyce, you want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, we have replenished ticket, 5 for 20, and I'd like to give 2 books to each one here today to get started. Before we leave, I think, give out 2 books to everyone here to be a good start. Okay, and we can give you our phone number or how to get in touch with us if you need any more books. Okay? Okay. Excellent. Yeah.
All right. We also have extra posters. We have the flyers. If everyone's got their agenda sheet, you'll see that the national budget I attached to it, and the flyer and the registration form for the walk is there also. If you need extra, they're all up here. Now, on that sponsor sheet level, it's the lowest one. If you go to a business, is $150. So far, we've collected more. People have donated $250 to $500, and I'm going to let Steve talk about that now. Steve?
Yeah, so really appreciate everybody contributing to coming out and supporting the walk. Does everybody know at least one business that they frequent? Maybe speak to the owner. Anybody here? You know, yeah, pretty much. One restaurant or someone that you know local. So the other day, Pete and I went out to pick up Pete, and we went back to all our previous sponsors, and we took the whole day. We started early in the morning. We went to Harrison, picked up a check for $500. We went to a number of other businesses, went down through town, and happened to be, I was walking on the street and stopping. There's 4 guys standing sitting on
at a bench in Belleville. A couple of Italian guys retired. You guys retired or refired? What are you guys doing there? And we started chatting. And this guy, when I got done, he goes, "What are you doing?" I was going to some of the businesses and speaking to them about supporting us and being part of our journal and if they'd be interested. So anyway, they saw what I was doing, and I stopped. I told them, "Well, tell me your story." So I told them my story, and so I went into this other business. A guy walks in that was sitting on the bench, and he gives me $200. Right? And these four guys, because we want to give you this. We may be there, we're not sure, but we want to each give you $50 each. And I'm like,
Oh, that was nice.
so you never know. You have a conversation. There's these particular things that for businesses, we definitely want to support. We want them, businesses to support us. We want to support the businesses. So look through this. Take one. If everybody just had one business in this whole room, we could follow up with it. It made a big difference in a family's life. I got to be honest with you. When I met someone recently who couldn't afford the PSE engine, they're behind 4 months, and this person is on a vent, and you're like, now we're petitioning, PSE and G. They don't care, quite frankly. They want their money.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, if there's a house like that there's another family I'm looking at, and they're in an area where the electricity goes out. So, this person eventually is going to be on the vent. It's going to be like, how do you do that when the lights go out? You're going to have a generator, or is there a way in which we can?
Yeah, we have neighbors.
You know what I'm saying? So there's all these little things, but these little things aren't cheap.
The ramp too, Steve?
So
The
just
ramp?
want to do that, mention that to you. Go online, register as soon as you can, throw
Go
a
online.
$100 in
Yeah.
there, not just a thing. You make it $50, register, get some family, get some friends together, come together as a family, come on out, and support us. All I can say is, it does a family locally good, to be honest, to be honest, and a lot of them either want to be anonymous or, we're gonna have a family or two that's gonna be ALS families coming out. Okay.
Thank you. And this is our third annual now, so each year it's getting bigger and bigger. We have a couple of surprises this year that are going to be included in the parking lot. Thursday, Steve and I are going out again, correct, Steve? Yeah. Thursday. But before everyone leaves, please take a poster, give it to a business, take a flyer. Don, this is how I met Don. He had saw the flyer, and he signed up 3 other guests, and he gave me the check, and I invited him here to the UNICO. So that was a win-win for us. Thank you, Don. Steve and I will be contacting people. We have it's going to be different this year. Instead of everything in that hallway, we're going to do it inside here at different stations. The shirts, I want us to give out the bagels and the cream cheese, not everybody touching them. It's going to be totally different. Yes, Judy. Perfect. So there's going to be, John, I want you to, I have a diagram Steve and I made up with certain names. We will be calling you if you would like to accept. But I would like, if you're not working, go and do the walk. It's 1.5 miles. So again, what our money is raised for, it doesn't go to the ALS corporation. It goes directly right to the families. That's the difference with us.
Excuse me, what time do you want us here?
Steve, what time do you think the people should start coming?
Well,
The volunteers.
Yes.
Well, volunteers, we were just chatting about getting some young men to help us at your house at 7:30. We start packing up our trucks, with things that we need. That's 7:30 sharp.
You know what? I was wondering, Brian, Do you think we would be allowed to bring our equipment here the night before, so it's not so crazy in the morning?
I think as long as there's nothing going on in the morning, you're sure.
No, at nighttime.
Yeah,
Like-
meaning the morning before, but
Right.
what time we start?
Oh, we're starting like at 6:30. We're going to have the golf cart here. Okay.
So, Pete,
Yes.
so anytime after 8 on Friday, because there's the yoga class from 7 to 8.
Thank you. That's a good thing to know. Thank you,
Yoga
Georgiana.
Friday night. So Friday night.
Yeah, Friday morning.
Friday, no, we're gonna drop on Friday night.
Yeah, you were talking about Friday, late afternoon, evening, something like that.
So-
Somebody will be in the building between 7 and 8 p.m. So that's what I'm saying, drop it off after 8,
Oh, wow.
not unless you wanna put it in my office.
We'll talk about it.
So what time do you want us here on 22?
I would imagine like around 7:30. Yeah, 7:30, 8. But we will be getting in contact with probably everybody here, asking them to do a job.
So about between 8 and 8:15. You know, we start at 9 o'clock. At that time, we're trying to organize. You know, so.
And I believe Michael Mayhem signed up for it too, right? Joyce? Melham, excuse me. Mayhem. Melham. Correct? Yes. So we have the mayor walking too with us. Okay. I need a drum roll, please. Unicorn of the month. Come on, give me a drum roll. Mr. Brian Banda, town manager. Come on up. People don't really know. You said that the town officials, Brian Banda is our town manager.
That's another
Yes.
important person right there. That's the money guy right there.
Hey, Pete, I have one question. Did they put the banners up?
Yes, banners are up. Thanks to Brian and
There you go, Brian.
Joe from the DPW. Robert. There you go, brother.
A little bit taller, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying. Getting there.
Good job, good job.
Get in, Ralph, come on.
Somebody take a picture there. Come on.
Trish, come on, Joe, get in. Believe me, I called this guy up for Brian. Can we do this, Brian?
Yeah, we got
Messed up?
really small.
All right, smile, everybody.
Really?
Little guy.
All right.
That's why I said, now you're taller than me.
I'm straighter too, right?
That's what I mean.
Thank you for your work. One last thought. If everyone sees our letters and our flyers on the bottom, I always put Semper Fidenza.
That's it.
That is the Italian word of the month, and I'm going to let the man who started this explain what it is.
Well,
Everyone,
Silencio.
that as national president, every single letter I sent out, every single message I sent out, if you got the Unico magazine when I was national president, it always had Sempre Monte Unico at the bottom of it. Peter picked up on it. There's no better way to go. It means
come on,
always.
everybody, come on.
Hang on a minute. Silencio.
It means always forward. And this guy in your chapter represents that very, very well. I've never seen this guy go backwards. It's always Sempre Monte. Very good, Peter, and Velvet chapter.
And it's the Belleville chapter. I call this meeting, well, I need a motion to adjourn.